Be right back. Oh. Coming. What up? Hold on. Now you stay there. Oh, excuse me. Let me put this right here. I think it's gonna fall if I keep it there. How y'all doing today? Hold on. These are so good, y'all. They have stevia in them. Don't have no sugar. I ain't doing this for financial nothing. Y'all just be asking me about my health drinks. It's spelled ZEVIN. This ginger ale, but they have so many flavors. My favorite is ginger ale, cream. I kind of like the Coke and my lemon on one, and then they got strawberry lemonade. And it has stevia leaf in it. So meaning no sugar. I gotta drink some water. Throat dry. So I'm drinking that. I even got some people drinking the water that I drank. At the conference, I think it was Natasha. She had a big old glass bottle of the Saratoga water. I said, "What you doing drinking that water?" She was like, "I got it from you." I was like, "Okay." Some people like, "Oh, you know, I'm drinking that Yvonne water, that Saratoga water. I love it." All right, where's my thing? So I gotta give y'all some words because I'll be forgetting it. Hopefully I don't gotta fight with this today. My big old puffy shoulder shirt. Come on in. I got until 1:30. Oh, for all of y'all in the private member thing, I put up the thing. Well, I'm gonna do it for 12 people, but 6 today and 6 tomorrow or 6 Sunday. For the free lunch, 25. For the first 6 that put their cat, I'm sure they did it already. I'm gonna be paying it later tonight. Y'all, do anybody's stomach get bloated after you eat? Every time I eat, my belly gets an inch big. I ain't showing it to y'all. But does that happen to anybody else when you eat, your stomach gets an inch or two big? And it takes like 2 hours for it to go down. I'm doing heavy artillery. I'm trying to lose this belly so bad. When I came to Georgia, I ain't had no belly. Now I lost a lot of my belly, but I still need to lose some more. So I'm gonna start working hard on that treadmill because the treadmill helps you lose your booty, your butt, and your hips. So I gotta start working hard because I gotta get ready for my husband, y'all, for real. He gonna be coming. So I gotta get this belly down some more. I gotta get it down. So when I eat, it won't be getting all bloated. Anybody else experience that? I know you men do, but I'm talking to the ladies. Wait, I didn't clip these glasses. Why I can't see? Wait. Let's see. Oh. Wait, y'all. All right, let me see. Whew, I can see. Yeah, okay, so it do happen to other people. You be trying to hide it, like even your girl be, and I don't want to work at that particular time. I'm like, come on now. I mean, I don't be looking pregnant or nothing, but it be there. Because I did lose a lot of stomach, but I need to lose more. I had no stomach when I came here. For real, I didn't. My stomach was flat. Coming down here, I want my flat belly back. I'm gonna work hard. I'm getting on that treadmill. I'm not doing no sit-ups. I'm getting on that treadmill for real. I already done cut my intake down. Like I don't eat in big plates. I eat in small bowls, and whatever I fit in there, I fit, and that's what I eat. Cause I just lost like 8 to 10 pounds in the past month. Cutting my food down, eating out of bowl, y'all. It's like it could be it's not like a salad bowl. It's a little bigger than a salad bowl, and whatever I can fit in there, that's what I eat. And I don't be hungry. Like me and Pat went to Golden Corral yesterday, and I got my usual. I got a piece of fried chicken. I got a piece of baked chicken. They make this new noodle stroganoff. I got some of that, and then I got cabbage. What's that green vegetable? Zucchini. And they got that Swanee fish. I love it. It tastes so good. So I got 2 of those. So I couldn't even eat the Swanee fish. I ate half of one piece. I didn't eat all the vegetables. I ate all the noodle stroganoff, and I ate the piece of fried chicken, and I ate a little bit of baked chicken. Then I went and got 3 chocolate covered strawberries, a piece of cake. Ate the strawberries, but couldn't eat the cake. And Pat was like, "What? You usually does that?" I was like, "I can't." So I done shrunk my stomach. So if you want to shrink your stomach, ladies and gentlemen, but ladies, hold on, y'all. Start putting your food. It's a little big. It's like this. It's a little bigger than a salad bowl. A little bigger than a salad bowl, and it'll shrink your stomach. And you'll be able to lose weight and cut back on the sugar. Use stevia, something like that. Right? And cut back on the rice. If you're going to eat rice, eat the jasmine rice. Or some mashed potatoes. I wouldn't recommend any noodles. Unless it's angel hair noodle. Or macaroni noodles. Those don't seem to put weight on me. And what else? If you snack, make your own snacks or get Keno snacks. Right? So I went back. Like, y'all know how I lost the 75, 80 pounds. It took me like almost 2 years, but from changing my eating habits. So I went back to my old eating habits, and I made me some candy. I made me some ice cream. I'm making my own stuff now, and I'm using I still use butter sometimes, but I also use something called tallow butter. It comes from the cows, like regular butter, but it's called tallow, TALOOW. People be using it on their skin, but you gotta be careful, because if you use it on your skin, you could get real big puffiness under your eyes, or puffiness on your forehead or on your cheeks, because it has real natural fat in it, and it could clog up your pores. So if you use it, be very careful, because it's very good for the under eyes. I tried to use it under my under eyes, and it happened to me. My under eyes had got a little swollen under here. I was like, oh no, but my under eyes was good. They cleared up completely. I have no blackness anymore, but I wanted to try it, and I tried it like 3 times in 1 week, and they started getting fat around here because of the fat that's in the tallow. So I had to stop using it. So I just cook with it. I fry steaks in it, chicken, eggs, everything in it. I got it from Amazon. And that's for those carnivore people. So you eat that instead of butter. Cut out a lot of pasta. Only eat jasmine rice. Small meals. You will drop. I dropped 8 to 10 pounds in a month already. Yeah. So I don't have that much far to go now. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all about the market last, because it's a doozy and you're going to love it. What God said. And didn't Daddy say the market was going to be like roaring before the 15th? Didn't it happen until Trump opened his big mouth? Every time the market start going, he opens his mouth. Go open his mouth, talking about the government is not going to reserve Bitcoin. They're only going to keep the Bitcoin that they got from the criminals. And it's still falling like a falling knight. I said that, Daddy, you need to zip Trump's mouth up. So I'll tell y'all about the market last. What y'all say? Hey, how you doing? Hello, hello. Look, and remember I said I had vision where planes were grounded? Part of it came true, not all of it, because Trump in a dream grounded them. But United Airlines last Wednesday, I think Wednesday and Thursday, they had to cancel all their flights and ground all their planes because of technical issues. So no United was flying Wednesday or Thursday of last week or the following week. So part of it came to pass. Now that has never happened in our history that I know of, right? Yes, thankful for today, Friday. God, yeah, amen. All right, so let me get to this. All right, Father, in the name of Mashiach, we give you glory, we give you honor, and we thank you for this day. And I thank you that I'm able to get this word to your children, and may they take it back to you and confirm it or do whatever they need to do. In Yeshua's name, and this broadcast is covered in the blood of Mashiach. All right. So, I think her name is Satana Lathan. He showed me her face in a vision, and I'm like, I know who that is. She played in Love and Basketball, but I couldn't remember her name. So I Googled it. I said, who was the female star in Love and Basketball? And it said Sahana, Sanaa Lathan. The Lord says she's not going to be on this earth much longer. She's going to be leaving, and we're going to hear about her passing. I said, no, she's like 50-something years old. She looks good. But Daddy said, we're going to hear about her passing. And God said to pray for her salvation. Pray that she receives salvation before she leaves here. Sanaa, Sanaa Lathan, she played in Love and Basketball. When was that? In the early 2000s or the late 90s? And she even dated the guy who played the basketball player. They even dated in real life because they fell in love making the movie. Like, what's his name? Angela Jolie and Jennifer Aniston's husband. They fell in love. Yeah, so Yah said, pray for her salvation. I was shocked that he showed me straight out, right? Okay. The Lord also showed and told me that Israel, the country Israel, that's been there since 1948, not the Israel is true Israel. I'm talking about the country Israel. They are going to be attacked. Now, the Lord did not show me where the missiles, where the missiles and stuff was going to be coming from. But I think it might be Iran, because who else is going to attack them? America's not going to attack them. No, because America's with them. No other nations, Europe or any Arab nation is going to chase them, attack them, because they was trying to make peace between Israel and Gaza, right? So who else is going to attack them but Israel? But Iran. So there are going to be missiles, bombs sent to Israel, and it's going to be bad for Israel. Bad. It's like they're also going to get what do you call them? I guess sleeper cell people. They're going to get in Israel, because you remember Israel caught 2 or 3 people who they say was undercover agents for Iran, but they were pretending they were journalists or something. They hung them. They killed them. It was 2 or 3 of them just recently, a couple weeks ago. So just like how those agents got in, somebody gonna get in Israel if they not there already. And they're going to be blowing up inside of Israel somewhere. I don't know where. It could be Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. I have no idea. Right? So not only is they going to get attacked from the inside, they're going to get attacked from the outside. Missiles and bombs are going to be sent there. And the only people I could think of is Iran. Now, if somebody else do it, I'll be shocked. if another land is able to do it, I would be shocked. I know it ain't America. So if it was, and I don't mean to accuse Iran, because that's not good to do. So let me just say, I don't accuse Iran of doing anything, but I would think that they would be the only ones because that's who they was in war with. But it could be somebody else. But the Lord didn't show me who else. He just showed me a terror attack blowing up inside of Israel and on the outside of Israel. So it may not be Iran. It could be somebody else for all we know. But it's going to happen. And it's judgment, the Lord said. Judgment. Judgment. It's going to rock Israel to the core. You think they've been rocked to the core already by what's going on with Gaza and Iran? You wait till these attacks come from the inside, and then the attacks that's coming from the outside that's going to hit them. It's going to rock Israel to the core. And it could be Jerusalem, it could be Tel Aviv, it could be anywhere, one of their prominent cities, you know what I mean? I know 1/3 of Tel Aviv is done, you know what I mean? So pray for the people over there that they come to the one true God. Pray Netanyahu get on his knees to Christ. Because you got innocent people over there in Israel too that don't deserve to be harmed, hurt, or killed, right? So pray. But it's going to rock them. The Lord said it. It's going to rock, roll, shake them to the core. It may even stop some of Netanyahu plans that he have. And God said it's judgment. It's clear as that. Also, I've been telling y'all this for 4 years that I seen civil war in this country, and we had it. But what I saw was worse than it could ever be. And the Lord reminded me to remind y'all, civil war is coming to this country. And it may happen under Trump administration. Also, I told y'all about the vision I had in the UK, how they was throwing out foreigners. They said they didn't want their blood to be mixed with foreigners. It didn't matter if you was African, Spanish, Somalian, whatever. They want to get rid of all foreign people that they can out of the United Kingdom because they're tired of mixing, especially with the brown and black Africans people and Jamaicans and Trinidadians and stuff like that. So it's going to be a civil war in the UK, and racism is going to have a lot to do with it. And the Lord just kept showing me the country Somalia. Like he kept showing me, like it was like a tornado going around in the country of Somalia. So there's going to be some bad turmoil coming out of Somalia. Bad. And then Haiti, the Lord, he showed me this dingy, dusty place, and it had the word Haiti in white letters. It was dingy and dusty. I mean, dingy, dusty, impoverished, impoverished. It was the worst of the worst. So something else is going to happen in Haiti that's really going to collapse it. It's on the brink of collapse already. It kind of has collapsed. And I gave y'all this prophecy. I think it's in my book years ago that I saw Haiti collapsing. And that God said it has to happen in order to bring them to God. So something's going to happen over in Haiti that's going to finish them off, basically. Finish them off. I mean, even the humanitarian people aren't going to be able to go over there anymore. I think they're still going over there. But when this happens with Haiti, nobody's going to be able to go over there because you're going to be risking your life. Even if you got property, whatever, over there, family, you ain't going to go over there. Because if you do, you may not come back. And if you do come back, you're going to come back in a body bag. This is what we about to see with Haiti. And the Lord also showed me an uprising coming in some parts of Africa. Some parts of Africa, like different parts, uprising. The prophecy I gave about Nigeria came to pass. Didn't I tell you Nigeria is going to be going through some serious problems and trouble and murders, and their government's going to collapse? And we're seeing it. It's happened before our very eyes in Nigeria. What? And there was a newscast in a vision that I had, and I kept seeing the word Johannesburg, Africa now. Johannesburg, half of Johannesburg is stinky rich. And then the other half could be middle class and poor. But we're going to hear something happening in Johannesburg, Africa. We're going to hear something happen over there, right? So there's going to be civil war here. I believe it's going to be under Trump's administration. There's going to be a racism civil war in the UK because they don't want to mix with dark people anymore, Spaniards, whatever. They want to purify their bloodline over there. I don't mean, really. Okay, whatever. Right? And I had told y'all a couple of months ago that there's two ex-models. I didn't give you the name, but God said I could give you the name. But y'all remember a couple of months ago, I told you there's two models. I mean, they may still model, but not like they used to, but they were very famous models. And you were going to hear about the trafficking word. Being with them. Well, the Lord said that I can tell you who one of them is. I can't tell you who the other one is. Tyra Banks is one of them. I can't tell you about the other one. Now, I'm not going against Tyra Banks. I love Tyra Banks. I used to watch her all the time. But if she's doing or connected to that kind of stuff, then she needs to be held accountable. So we're going to be hearing about her and another famous model. They're actually friends, but God told me not to tell the other one. I don't know why. We're going to be hearing about them. I don't know when, but we're going to be hearing about them connected to these kind of things. Because what God was saying to me is, oh, he told me to shush. I was about to say it, but he told me to shush. But we're going to be hearing about that, and her name and this other famous model's name is going to be connected to it. So when I told y'all a couple of months, I couldn't tell you neither of them. But the Lord said I could tell you about Tyra Banks. Now, y'all know the prophecy I just gave y'all about Candace yesterday? How God said that they're going to try and assassinate her character. They're going to try and get her off of YouTube. They're going to try and destroy her and her career. Why I listen to Too Strong? I don't know if y'all know who he is. I haven't seen him in a long time. And he popped up, and I think the channel's called Too Strong. Why did this man last night say the exact things that God told me? I said, Daddy, is that man in our conversation or what? He said the exact things. If you go look him up, Too Strong channel, I think that's what it's called. And you'll see he'll have do he have a picture of Candace? Yeah, I think he got a picture of Candace, right? I'm like, Daddy, why did that man say the exact same thing that you told me 3 days ago? He said it. And then you know what else he said? And Daddy said this too. I said, Daddy, what if she proves she's right? And the Lord said, that's going to be hard to do, Rosalind. And I said, why? He said, don't you know they can doctor things? So basically, he didn't tell me if the person was a man or a woman. I told him I ain't want to know. Because I don't want nothing to do with that. Ain't nobody coming for me, right? So he didn't tell me, but he said that even if it was true, they can doctor things and you would not know the difference. So that's all I'm going to say. So either way, it could be a lose-lose thing for Candace because they got so much money. Because you got to understand something, like Too Strong said, she went against a politician who's still a president of a country. Then she went against the first lady. So they can use government money to sue the crap out of her. Now, her husband is worth $180 million. I don't know how much Candace is worth, but she was telling her people, because Too Strong showed it, she said she didn't have $5 million laying around, and she's selling these t-shirts. And my thing is this, why, I mean, I like Candace, but why is she antagonizing them? She making t-shirts about this woman being a man. Now, is the person a man? I don't know, and I don't want to know, because I told God I don't want nothing to do with it, right? But why would you go and make she's very intelligent. She have to know making t-shirts about it. That's not the way to go to try and get her followers to pay her legal bill. Because that's basically what she's doing. She's getting y'all to pay her legal bill. She got $5 million laying around. Her husband is worth $180 million. His money is her money. Her money is his money. Candace got to be worth herself about 30, 50, 60 million. She might be worth more than that. So why would she tell her followers she don't have $5 million laying around and that she's selling t-shirts and stuff? I'm not going against Candace. I'm just saying, make it make sense. And she's selling t-shirts mocking this man's wife. You know, this politician's wife. Why would you do that? That's not the smartest thing to do. If somebody's suing the crap out of your butt for what do you call defamation of character, and then you turn around and make a t-shirt and want to sell it to your people for them to pay your $5 million that you do have laying around, but you want people to think you don't. I love you, Candace, but let's be real, Candace. Let's be real. Another real perker talk to them. Your husband is stinky rich, and he's from a royal family that's connected to the Rothschilds or Rockefeller. Okay? And she got some millions herself. So why make your people pay for your legal fees? You the one opened your mouth and said what you said about this person. So why make your followers, and a lot of them is probably struggling anyway, because that's how life is, buy these little ugly little t-shirts, getting them involved in this nonsense that you started. And even if the man's wife was a you know what, like God said, they can doctor stuff. That's how powerful they are. They can doctor stuff. Let me tell you something. I seen a video of Candace a while back. She said that our president, Donald J. Trump, called her. You know, because her and Trump was cool. Now she ain't cool with Trump no more. She fell out. She ain't a mega person no more. She going against him now. Right? Because of Netanyahu. She was for Netanyahu. She was for Jerusalem. And now she's not. Like, she jumped ship a lot. Just like the man said. She jumped ship a lot. You know, but she be getting that truth out there, though. And I saw a comment where she said President Donald J. Trump called her personally back in February of this year and asked her to stop it. Even if the person isn't, you know what can we do about it? What can Candace do about it? She can't change nothing. It's not going to, like, listen, I saw a vision of the French president and his wife being ousted. I seen that. So if this is what Candace is doing, may do it, or when this stuff is over with Candace, it may be something else. But if the person is a you know what, it's nothing we could do about that, right? Nothing Candace could do about that neither, right? So she said that President Trump called her on the phone personally and asked her to leave the Macrons alone, and she told him no. I said, what? She said she told the president no. You know what I told God the other day? I said, Daddy, by Donald J. Trump calling her, that was her warning right there. He didn't really come out and say it. But you would think the president of the United States calling you personally, telling you to leave him alone. You should know, Candace, that's a warning. Stop being a pit bull. Sometimes pit bulls got to let go. He was basically warning her. He knew they was going to come for her. He knew they was going to sue her. And she could lose all of her assets. And they may even can go into her husband's assets. Because Daddy said they can doctrine up anything they want. You get my drift? They are that rich and powerful. And they're using government money, not their money. Government money. Because they're government officials. I don't think Candace, she's very intelligent. I mean, highly intelligent. She's like a pit bull. Don't want to stop. She's like a shark. Once it gets its antenna on something, or a gator, it's finished, right? But even gators get shot. Even sharks get shot. Even pit bulls get shot and put to sleep. So some things people should just leave alone. If that person is a you know what, then let them be a you know what. There's nothing you could do about it. It's nothing you could do about it. She got almost 5 million followers. Do you know how much money she's making from YouTube every month? We can't even count it. Do you know how much money? She's making millions of dollars a month from YouTube alone. And you're going to tell people you don't got $5 million laying around? Come on, Candace is playing her own followers. I'm keeping it real with y'all. She playing her own followers. YouTube is paying her millions of dollars. She has 4,500,000 subscribers. subscribers. She's getting paid millions. But you don't got 5 million. Have one or two payments from YouTube could pay her legal fees. But she telling her followers who ain't nowhere near as rich as her that she ain't got $5 million laying around. And she gonna sell t-shirts to mock the Macroons for y'all dummies to go and buy them darn t-shirts. Do you know buying them t-shirts and wearing them is demonic? And I'm gonna tell you why. Let's say that person really is a you know what. I'm not saying I'm pleading the fifth, but let's say they are. Let's say they got demonic connections. And you fronting and wearing that t-shirt representing Candace for calling somebody a man, and she don't even know if that's a man. Do you know how demonic that is? Do you know the attacks that will open up on you if you buy them t-shirts from her? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. So you gotta think. You just can't follow somebody because they got a good reputation. They're intelligent. They're beautiful. She's got a good reputation. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's married to a rich man. He's royalty. He's connected to the Rothschilds or the Rockefeller. She got it all. The president called her, so you know Trump must got high regards for her if he gonna call her himself. But that don't mean you got to follow and believe everything she tell you to do and buy whatever she feeds you. You opening yourself up to satanic attacks. And don't let Candace Owens play you. I bet you if YouTube could reveal how much they pay her every month, they would do it because they probably don't like her. I like her. But I'm just a real person. I could like you and love you, but when I see you doing something wrong or you stepping into some waters you shouldn't step in, and you getting in the waters with anacondas and sharks and big whales, and baby, you need to come up out of that water because you're dealing with something big. And even if the person is what you claiming them to be, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? It's up to that country, France, to do something about it. What can you do about it? But I can tell you something, Candace made a lot of money off of this. When she started, she had 3-point-something million followers. Now she got 4-point-something else million followers. So she done made a killing off of this Macron thing, calling his wife a man. She done made a killing, y'all. I mean a killing. Let me tell you something about Candace. Candace is where the money's at. Candace where the money at. She's look, she basically was 50% of the reason why Kamala Harris didn't win. The other 50% was God. I mean, she just flipped and tore Camilla upside down. And think of all the money she made. See, y'all got to see through Candace. Y'all got to see through her. Do you know they also found out she connected to some Russian journalists? Some Russian people? They digging in her background and they released it. Wait till the court date start. Wait till the court date. They probably got other stuff about Candace. Y'all probably gonna be shocked to know. Y'all better stop following Candace on this macaron thing. Buying them t-shirts. Open up yourself to demonic portals and demonic attacks. Go right ahead. Keep on following her. Hey. Keep on. And another thing, you gotta think about this. She's rich because of her coming after people. She's rich because of how she's going after people, how she's exposed them. You know, how she's exposed to Jewish people. A lot of stuff she exposed needed to be exposed, honestly. But the stuff about the president over there and his wife, I think she should have left that alone. What can she do? She can't change it. She can't denounce them. All she could do is make money. And she's made millions off of this sensational story. And she's like a pit bull that don't want to give up. Now she's making t-shirts. She just nailing coffins, nailing the coffin. And I told you they was going to try and kill her. And she admitted it that they tried to kill her. Don't be surprised if they try again. So pray for your girl. Pray she let up. She kind of back off because she got pride too. Pray that God help her with her pride. So she kind of back off. Stop antagonizing them people. Stop mocking them in their face. Shut her mouth. Just stop being quiet. Just be quiet because now she's going to court with them. So she needs to be quiet. She needs to close her mouth and not discuss it anymore because now it's a big defamation lawsuit that could change her life, change her career, crush her career. Because daddy said they can doctor anything. And that was a hint to me. that I'm giving to y'all. They can doctor anything. So even if the person was whatever, it'll never be proven. So I think she done came up on a fight. I think Candace done bit off more than she could chew this time. And it happens to people like her all the time. We've seen many people like her all the time make their millions off of going after other people. And then eventually they bite the wrong one and they get bit back. She comes across a pit bull that's bigger and mightier and bites her back and ain't letting go. And they sent her a cease and assist letter. They didn't want to sue the girl. They sent her an cease letter. Did she stop? She went buck wild. Then 4 months later, she tell you about Trump calling her. So, she get what she get. She had a chance to stop, y'all. She already made millions off of this sensational story. So she got greedy and she didn't want to stop. So she kept going. Now she got y'all getting t-shirts. Don't get involved in that mess with Candace. Don't be buying them t-shirts because that's demonic. It's going to open doors. It's going to open doors. Don't do it. I wouldn't even share her videos. I'm seriously. You would not find her videos on my channel. Because let me tell you something. If they suing her and they got one of the top firm investigators on the planet investigating her. So they are also going to be looking around for people who are supporting her on these social medias with her stuff on their channels. So if you have her videos about these Macron people on your channel, what does that mean? You're a supporter. You never know. Your name may be thrown in there. You may be invested too. Or sued too. You never know with these kind of people. You don't know the reach or the power that they have. You may be an intended target. So be very careful. I'm warning y'all, like God said, be very careful with Candace Owens. Be very careful backing her up. Supporting her with t-shirts and stuff and having her stuff on your channels about these Macron people. Be very careful because Daddy said it. They have one of the top firms in the country investigating this girl, and they gonna find out all kinds of stuff about this girl that's gonna shock people. And anybody supporting her that they find, you could be a little old yuppie. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to be smart, y'all. You can't let flattering words, intelligent person, beauty persona and all of that get to your behind and make you blind to see what's really going on. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, so let me give you the rest and just pray for her. Pray that she close her mouth and stop. Go to court, let it be. But stop mocking them and antagonizing them and getting her followers involved in this nonsense. Lying, talking about she ain't got 5 million laying around. She probably get 5 million a month from YouTube. Look at Mr. Beast. He's like the biggest YouTube ever. He makes millions. Then they got these little twins. They make about 3 million a month off of YouTube. Then some people make 500,000. What? And you ain't got 5 million. Don't let Candace play you. I like Candace, but I'm real. Don't let her play you. All right. So now, okay. So there's going to be 2 gospel singers, females. The Lord said if they don't repent for their defilement and their filthiness behind closed door, we're going to hear about their deaths. So any gospel singer, 2 females that we hear about dying, if it happens this year or the beginning of next year, you're going to know those two, because I know who they are, but I was told to be quiet. So let's say one died this month or next month, God forbid. You're going to know those are the 2, whenever it happens. I pray it don't happen, that God was talking about, because God said if they repent for their defilement and filthiness, he'll forgive them and give them more time. Right? And there's going to be a basketball player that's going to pass away. I can't remember if he was retired or if he was still active, but he was a very well-known basketball player. He's not really old. He could be in his mid 50s or 60s, right? Or if he's still playing, maybe his mid 40s, 50s. And I just saw him. Okay, tell me what you men may know this. Is there a basketball team that has yellow shorts where it looks like a mustard yellow? Yeah, like a mustard yellow. And it's trimmed in blue. like a cobalt blue. Is there any team like that? Because I'm not a sports person, and I don't know about basketball like that. So you men tell me, is there a team that has like a mustard yellow with a cobalt blue trimming in it? The Lakers, Golden State, Lakers, Goldens. Okay, so it could either be the Lakers or this other one called Golden State. Is that what y'all calling it? The Warriors of okay. So what? It's like 3 of them that got that color. Ooh, okay. So okay, I guess it's gonna be one person out of those 3 teams, either retired or he's still playing. Because when I saw him, he had the basketball outfit on, so I would assume he's still playing, but he could be retired too. And it was mustard yellow with shorts and the top and cobalt blue. Now, you know cobalt blue is an unusual color to see on a team. So it's the Golden somethings, the Lakers, and the Warriors. Okay, so it's going to be one of them. A man that's on one of those basketball teams. I saw him clutching his chest, so he could either have a heart attack or lung problems. His lungs could collapse, but he's going to die. He's not going to make it. He may not die right then and there, and they rush to the hospital, but you're going to hear in the news that he's gone. All right? Out of one of those 3 teams, because you said all 3 of those teams got the same color. Okay? Okay, and let me take, maybe this will help. The basketball was like a burgundy rustic color. I mean, do the basketball teams use the same balls, or do they have their own balls? Because the basketball was like a burgundy rustic color with trimmings of black in it. So do they have their own basketballs? Do they have their own basketballs? Because the basketball was like a burgundy rusty color, trimmed, thin trims in black. Yeah, all are. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. It's going to be out of one of those 3 teams. I'm sure y'all let me know when it happens. Okay. Now, Trump. Now, y'all remember a couple of months ago, I told y'all to pay because God showed the Ku Klux Klan's coming in the back door to get to Trump, right? And y'all remember before he got in office and when he got in office, I told you about the vision I saw where it was 2 witches in there, and that it was these oligarchs that were going to try and influence him to go the other way, and that we need to pray that he start going God's way. Well, he's starting to go the other way, the Lord said. I told y'all last year that Trump was going to be moving and removing all these different statues. And he did. He removed Martin Luther King. He took Obama's picture from the front of the White House and hid it. And I saw him removing Abraham Lincoln's seat statue. Hold on. I don't know who that is. It might be a package. Be right back. Okay. So remember I told you that God said that we gotta pray, right? That these oligarchs and these other people talking in his ear won't persuade him to go to another way. Well, the Lord said that Trump is being persuaded to go another way. He said this is why every time the markets start going up, he comes out with the tariff stuff. Or like this time he came out with they're not going to use Bitcoin as the preserved premier token. And then he extended China's tariffs to 90 days. And something else happened with the tariff, right? So he did it again, right? So I seen Trump in a wheelchair 3 times. And God said that if Trump don't start skipping his way back to how he was supposed to be and keep his promises that he made for his children, God's children, that it was going to be him putting Trump in a wheelchair. You remember Greg Abbott? He mocked God, the governor of Texas. Wasn't he in the wheelchair? Who you think put him there? I don't know if he's out of it yet, but your boy Trump, you're going to actually see him in a physical wheelchair. He ain't going to be able to walk. And will it be permanent or temporarily? I don't know. You know, now God kind of gave me a little liking for Trump, so I still like him. But look, if he's not keeping his promise that he made to God for God's people, and God told me, I was like, I asked him, because y'all know like 5-6 years ago, I told you the Willie Lynch days was going to come back. And we know Willie Lynch from Lynchburg, Virginia. They got a bridge called something with Lynch in it, where he lynched a lot of our ancestors, black ancestors, right? And God said that those days were going to come back, but they weren't going to be as bad, like hanging us and all that stuff, right? Darn if it didn't happen, right? So I asked God, I said, God, why is racism getting worse? He said, because of your president. I said, but he doesn't, I mean, some of his things, it seems like he could be racist, but I see differently. And he said that the white people, not all of them, because you know all white folks, lily people are not bad. They love us. They love Latinos. They love Spanish. But about 75% of them, this is why they're calling us niggers now. And nigger ain't nothing. That's nigger river. But they don't know no better. They're ignorant, right? They calling you black ASS. You know, they one man in Florida threatened to hang a black man for knocking on his door doing his job. 2 ladies got injured really bad being run out of a sundown town. Black truckers are getting missing every time they go in a sundown town. This white family has lost their construction business because they attacked a black truck driver. And the list goes on, right? So I'm like, Daddy, what's getting into white folks? Why are they acting like this? Just like they're filling their oats. It's like they're doing what they always wanted to do. And he said it comes from incitement from our president. Because he says stupid things like the immigrants took black people jobs. What black people jobs did the immigrants take? They ain't in corporate America. They mostly take jobs working in the field. They mostly take jobs working in the farm. So is he saying that's where we need to be? Baby, we done fall for that now. We some gonna fall for that now, right? I'm like, what in the world? So those things are considered racist. You know, he's taken over DC, which is a good thing because people was getting killed left and right. But it's mostly black people. He said Baltimore's next. If they don't get themselves together. We know Baltimore's mostly black people. So now you got people all around the internet saying Trump going after black cities. No, he not. It's just so, I'm going to keep it real with you. Wherever it's a bunch of black folks at, it's problems. And that's because the black people, they lost, they traumatized, they divided. They still got that slave mentality. We have been so suppressed. So, you know, wherever a bunch of them are, it's just going to be problems. It really is. Parts of Atlanta, Southwest, shootings all the time. Number of black folks. I'm keeping real. You black folks know I'm telling the truth. Black people is traumatized. So wherever they are, it's going to be issues. So, you know, so all of this stuff is inciting racism. Now you got black people beating up white folks. You're going to start seeing them kill cops next, right? I told y'all that, right? So God said the stuff that Trump is doing may not be totally racist, but it's inciting it. So we have to pray that these people talking, see these people that's talking in his ear, having him to do these things. Because God told me this in my sleep just last night, y'all. That in the days of Moses, they tried to eradicate God's people. The devil tried to wipe them off the map through Ramsey, but it didn't work. God flooded the Red Sea with them. Do you know Daddy said that's what the enemy's trying to do today? Trying to wipe us out off the map. I said, Daddy, they can't do that. He said, no, they never will. He said they never will. He said we'll keep growing. We'll keep coming back just like they did in Israel. I said, so Yanaboff wants to wipe black and brown people off the planet? He said, yes, but he will never do it because I will not allow it. And then Daddy said all other nations is going to go down with us. Latinos, Spaniards, whites, you name it. If the devil had his way. See, back then, it was just the black and brown Israelites. Now, you got black and brown Latinos, black and brown Cubans, black and brown Jamaicans, black and brown Trinidadians. You got mixed people that's half black and half this. Like I was telling the man that I met yesterday, his wife, she's gorgeous. She's she's from Vietnam, right? And he was saying how gorgeous I was, and he thought I was 30 years old. When he found out my real age, he was like flabbergasted. He said, even your feet look young, right? And I was telling him how my great grandfather was half Chinese and half black, and he was like, oh, that's what we call blackanese. I was like, okay, right? But this time you got all types of blacks and browns and mixed. And they would all go down with the true Israelites too, if God wouldn't stop it. So guys, we need to pray because racism, it ain't stopping no time soon. It might get a little thick before it stops. So y'all need to pray. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying be scared of white people because I ain't scared of nobody. And I love white folks. I got white people in my family. Y'all know that, right? And under the ministry, and then my brothers and sisters like they was my real blood. But I'm saying you gotta be careful around certain white folks now. You gotta make sure you ain't going in no sundown town. You gotta make sure you don't be dropping in the backwoods in South Carolina, North Carolina, or Georgia. Okay, Kentucky, Alabama, all of that. We gotta be careful as black folks. We gotta be like, God, tell me where not to go. Tell me where to go, cause I ain't trying to get no problems, no problems. And you know, our race is dating them and they're dating us. You gotta be careful even dating them. A man got lynched for a white girl a month ago. You gotta be careful. You do. Look, black folks, things have to change for us. Latinos, you black Latinos, you black Jamaicans, you Trinidadians, you black Africans. I'm not saying you can't be with white people, love white people, and if your heart is being led to be in a romance with them, hey, that's on you. But what I'm saying is, we as this color or darker or lighter, we got to start being careful around the other side, the white people who ain't nice like that, who don't love us. When you driving them backwoods, because that's where a lot of the Ku Klux Klans is at. We got to be careful now. We can't look at certain white people the same anymore. Now, the ones you married to, the ones you got in your family, the ones who are family and that I have, you have, they different. They love us. A lot of them is Christians. If their back was pushed up against the wall, I would like to think that they would be with us. But I'm talking about the ones that you really don't know that well, that you run into when you driving your truck, when you in the back roads. You got to be careful with those kind, because they don't have our best interests at heart. And I'm keeping it real. And other white folks know I'm telling the truth, because I had white people tell me, you be speaking some truth about white people. They leave comments. They tell me, you be speaking truth about white people. I be speaking truth about black folks too. Latinos, Spanish too. Ain't just them. But I mean, they race is it's kind of the worst one toward racism. But, you know, others, we have it too, you know. So we just have to be careful around certain ones. That's all I'm saying. You gotta start praying. Daddy, should I go here? Or should I go there? And you truck drivers, y'all need to be careful. I got a family member right now, got a truck license, and they looking for a job, and they was offered a job, but they got to go to different states. She turned it down. She said, She said, I know God with me. She said, but I felt my spirit, I should not do no more out of state hauls. The way they lynching us, she said, I'm not doing it. She said she felt in her spirit. So she got an interview today too. But she said, I'm not doing it. She said, it's too risky out there. And she's a female. Things have changed since Trump got in office. And things have changed since COVID came. Let me hurry up. So pray for your boy Trump. Because God said he going to put him in a wheelchair. For how long? I don't know. But he going to get in a wheelchair. Because he going another way, y'all. I know Trump, your boy. I like him too. But he going another way. And we got to be real with ourselves. You can't keep backing up somebody that's going the wrong way. You got to back them up in prayer and pray, God, that they start going the right way. You can't keep taking up for them when you see they going the wrong way. You can't do that, because then you're going against God. You need to pray that he start going the right way and do the promises that he promised God's people. Because remember, I told you God was mad because he not keeping his promises. Pray. You don't even hear him mention Jesus no more. When the last time he done said Jesus' name? When the last time you done said Jesus? Come on now. Y'all better start paying attention to him. And don't sleep on his butt. And pray that he start going back the right way. Okay, I told you that. Like, I kept seeing him. Yeah, I told you that. Stop. Seeing him in a wheelchair. And the Lord said what Trump is doing is madness. And people are calling him mad. Right? God said what Trump is doing is madness. Right? And I told you, he's going to remove the Abraham statue. I've been telling y'all that since last year. Pray that the influence over him, that demonic influence, be removed. Y'all got to start praying for your president, because he making God angry. Y'all need to pray for him. You don't want God's wrath on him, because we be in trouble. Let me see. They will not. All right. What else? Okay. There will be explosions. There will be 3 explosions in the United States. 1 will be a terror attack. And 2 will be like a plant or a warehouse in America. 1 will be a terror attack. And 2 other explosions will be a plant. Like I told you, I saw explosions 2 months ago happening. And I think 2 plants have been exploded already. So there's going to be 1 terror attack in America, an explosion. I don't know if it's going to kill anybody or not. Pray it doesn't. Then we're going to hear of 2 major explosions. Either one's going to be a plant or some type of warehouse or something that deals with chemicals or gas. So that's 3, a terror attack and 2 explosions. We're going to hear about that. It might be this year or next year, but we're going to hear about it. The Lord said that there's going to be a big thing. Okay, let me tell you about Dallas. Me and Pat both saw earthquakes coming to Dallas, the worst earthquake ever. But there's going to be a bad storm that's coming to Dallas. I saw a flood in Texas. What part of I think it was Houston, I think. What part of Houston, I don't know, because Houston's big. But Dallas itself is going to have a bad, severe storm. Dallas, Texas. So y'all need to start praying, right? They're also, God showed me, okay, like Zion's oil. I told you about that. I saw that they found oil, and I believe TC said they struck something, but they're going to struck more. Even though stuff is going over there in Israel, they're going to strike some more oil. Also, I heard God say the Lone Star State is going to strike oil. The Lone Star State. And I was like, the Lone Star State. I said, I think that's Texas. I said, but Daddy, they got oil in Texas already. But when they strike this oil, it's going to be a big thing for Texas. When they find this oil, it's going to be, and when Zion's oil find oil over there in Israel, it's going to be a big thing. But when Texas comes, he called it the Lone Star State. When they find this oil, I don't know where in Texas they're going to find it, but it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be all over the news and everything. But also Dallas is going to have the biggest storm ever. That might be that storm where I saw people being evacuated. I don't know. There was another storm that came and 100 people had to be evacuated. So that's what you're going to start hearing. When these storms start coming, you're going to hear them saying evacuate. I even told you I saw Florida, people being evacuated in Florida, right? Atlanta is going to have a flooding. People may be evacuated, right? And I asked God, oh yeah, and I got to tell y'all this. I told Pat, right? And I forgot to tell y'all. Hold on. Okay, I told y'all that. Oh, the Lord said they're going to do something to make us think the Antichrist is going to rise. God said to remind you what I told you almost 6 years ago. That they were going to try and bring the book of Daniel and Revelations to pass, and it was going to seem like they was getting away with it, but in the end, the God's going to stop them. They're going to make an announcement, and it's going to be like some type of treaty. I don't know what kind of treaties is going to happen, whether it be Ukraine, Russia, after Israel go through their stuff, I don't know. But they're going to announce something, and it's going to make you think the Antichrist is going to rise, and God said, don't believe the hype. He said the Antichrist will not be rising. It is not yet time. But they want you to think it because they use our energy. So if people start thinking the Antichrist is going to rise because of our energy, it can make him rise. But God will send him back down. So just letting y'all know that. Okay, so let me tell you about the market real quick, and then I got to go. Where is it? Okay. The Lord said, just like he said, the market is going to pump before the 50th day. It would be even better than it was a couple of days ago if Trump didn't open his mouth, right? So the Lord said the market will pump 100x. It will shock the markets. It will shock the people and make many happy. It cannot be stopped no matter what. They will try to use Trump to do it. They will try to use Trump to stop it, to do something or open his mouth, but it won't work. So God may make Trump turn around and open his mouth and say something good to help the market. That's what he might do. So 100x, the time frame, I don't know, but I feel in my spirit it's got to be this year. 100x, he said it is going to shock the market. It is going to shock the people. And it is going to make people happy. And they're going to try and use Trump to stop it. But God said he won't let it. Because it's time, y'all. It's time. God said checks is coming in the mail. Overdue money is coming in the mail. You might have got fired from your job wrongfully and they owe you some money. People going to get phone calls. People going to get letters about back due money. I'm telling you. Money, money, money. Sing it with me. Money, money, money. Money. It is coming. Sing it. Money, money, money. Money. Money, 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 money. God said it's coming. God said it's coming. Oh, okay. He want me to share this with you, but I gotta go. Okay, I have to play the tail end of the song for y'all to get what I'm saying, and y'all gonna be shocked when I tell you this. Hold on. After I got out of prayer this morning, the Lord, he loves my song called "Beautiful God." When I first made it, he used to have me play it all the time. And I used to say, "Daddy, I sound like I'm singing out of my nose," and he's like, "No, it sounds good, right?" So, before my conference, I was just listening to my songs, and he was like, "Why don't you remake that song beautiful?" He said, you sound like you sing out your nose. So make it where you feel comfortable with it. So I remade it, and I played it at the conference, but I didn't sing it, right? And every time I would listen to that song, I would see myself in heaven literally singing it to him. Just me and him sitting on the throne, and he's always in white with some gold on, and he was with his crown, and he was sitting on the throne, and I was singing it to him. And he told me when I make it home, I would actually be singing that song to him, right? And so that's one of his favorite songs. Like, he has a lot of them. Maybe he loves all my songs, but maybe like 10 or 12 are his really, really and he will always tell me to play them all the time and sing them to him. Like, so this morning when I got a prayer, he was like, and I know YouTube, you probably gonna take my money from this video because I'm playing my song, but it's my song, YouTube. Okay, it's called "Beautiful God," YouTube, by Rasa Solomon, YouTube. So you can't take my money. But if you do, it's okay. I'll still get some. So I'm gonna get to the end so I can tell y'all what he did. Right? Maybe I should go to Spotify. Hold on. Hold on. Because it's hard to get to the end on my regular recording with Spotify. Hold on. Okay, here it is. No, that's not the song. Okay, this is the end part. Hold on. Okay, wait till we get to the certain part. I'm going to tell you. And then I'm going to do the dance, and I'm going to tell you what God did. Golden City. Oh, Golden City. See this part? See how I'm doing my shoulders? Just watch me. Then I'm going to tell you what God did. I was doing just like this when I was singing to him in the chair. I had my hands up in the air like this, smiling. Do you know God cracked my ceiling? Woo! Cracked my ceiling. Showed me him sitting on the throne. He had on all white and this beautiful, hold on. He had this beautiful white, like silky looking long cover. And I have a gown that he loves that I wore at a function I went to. And that color he had under the white robe was the color of the gown, right? And he had on the golden throne, and he had jades, all jades and diamonds in his crown. It was huge. And his chair was like a white marble color. Do you know he was sitting in the chair with his black self, because I saw him, and he was doing this. At the same time I was doing it, he cracked my ceiling and let me see him. He was doing this and smiling at me. Guys, tears was running out my eyes. I smiled in a way I could never smile. My cheeks was hurting. I was so amazed. I said, Daddy, I never thought of you was dancing, because I've seen myself dance with Yah multitudes of times, and I've danced with the Ruach. I've never danced with Daddy. Never walked with him, because every time he comes, he carries me in his hands. I'm always in his hands. And one time I was on his back. And one time I was on his head, and we was flying around. I was in between his crown. It was flying around, and then he'll have me in his hand. He's so big, it's hard to walk with him. He's so big. One finger, you can't even hold. That's how big he is, right? So he opened up my ceiling, literally, and let me see him. He was doing this, just like I was doing it. I sat there for 30 minutes just grinning, smiling, telling him how amazing he was, how shocked I was. And I was like, Daddy, I never thought about you dancing. I always see Mama Ruth and Yeshua, but not you. And he was sitting in his throne doing just like me. What? He told me to share it. He said it would encourage people. Guys, I was sitting there for 30 minutes. I could not get out. I will never forget it. I will never forget it. He was like, just like me. Even now, it tickles me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, you sure you want me to share such a thing? He said, share. It's going to encourage people. Isn't that amazing, guys? He was rocking like me the same way. And that's one of his favorite songs. He told me I would be singing that in heaven. When I come to, he said, I'm singing it in heaven now. I mean, they all use the same ball. Oh, YouTube done stop y'all comments. You see, they such haters. They such haters. I know y'all done left some pretty comments. I know it. It's okay. Why don't y'all just leave the comments in the video? After I'm finished with the live, put y'all comments in the video, and I'll see them then. And then y'all got my emails, the Yahoo email. Y'all got my Instagram. You got my Facebook. You can send your comments there or leave them under the video, because YouTube hating right now. Bye, YouTube. Bye, y'all. Much love. YouTube, I pray for you.